Good evening, everyone, and welcome to High Point High School in Sussex, New Jersey. A Champion Athletes Apex Wrestling School and the Harrington Companies brings you this presentation of GSHSW.com's live wrestling coverage of the Warren Hills Blue Streaks and the High Point Wildcats. I'm your host, Donald J. Brown. With me on the call is James Clarke. James, good late season matchup here. We're getting ready for sectionals, obviously, next week, but they're honoring someone here tonight, so we decided to come out and check it out. Coach Gardner in his 26th year. Two teams you know very well, being a Hackettstown guy. Just kind of talk a little bit about both of these guys.
Well, definitely. I mean, Warren Hills 8-7 on the year with head coach Casey Wanamaker in his first year. Bit of a down year this year for the Blue Streaks, but they've been picking it up, getting back above 500, and they'll be competing in the North 2 Group 3 sectionals going into next week. And then for High Point, 7-8 on the year, but Coach John Gardner in his 26th year here at High Point has a career record of 406 wins, 122 losses, and 2 ties. But he's coached up a lot of a really good resume here with 12 state championships, 32 state medalists, and 36 region champions. And they also beat Westwood last year in the North 1 Group 2 tournament right
No,
there.
they're going to be going to Westwood for the North 1
Westwood.
Group 2. They beat everybody when they were in the group last year, but we're going to have the national anthem right now.
Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athletes Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GSHSW.com's live wrestling coverage. Be sure to we're going to thank our main sponsors for tonight's matchup here, Superior Shower Doors, Keyhoe and Company Esquire, and the High Point Wrestling Club for providing financial support to help us bring you the coverage of tonight's match, and our following other live stream sponsors as well, and they are the following: John's Barbershop, Validus Wrestling Club, Sussex Sit and Chat, Muheisen's Hot Bagel and Deli, Williams Irish Tavern, Gagliardi and Melski Attorneys at Law, Puelo's Auto Clinic, and Mama Maria's Pizza for providing financial support this season to allow GSHSW.com's broadcast of tonight's match.
We were talking a little bit about Coach Gardner. When you look and see these banners, 7 state championships as a team, I mean, just a quality coach. We're going to be starting here, though, at 1:20. Starting a little early, 10 minutes. Wouldn't be a Gardner match unless we got to the wrestling.
Absolutely. This should be a really good matchup between these two teams. Historic teams tonight, for sure.
Two very good historic teams. Like you said, Warren Hill's a little bit on the down this year, but kind of bringing it back since Tyler Reffler's been back there waiting to send somebody out here at 106. Or 120, excuse me.
We'll get ourselves into the action here. And the match underway.
At 120 pounds, for the Warren Hills, Charlie Piccioni. For the High Point Wildcats, Carson Citro.
So we have Charlie Piccioni from Warren Hills and Carson Citro of High Point. Citro trying to get in on that early takedown. Both wrestlers feeling each other out, not willing to give up an inch. Getting on that double leg takedown, nice job by him, is Piccioni getting the 2-0 lead here early.
This is an interesting weight for him to start out at, too, because Warren Hills, I think, has a little bit of a favor here, starting out getting a strong control. Piccioni, you have Reinhardt coming up, I know Tyler Redfield's not wrestling today. I don't think Lee is as well because they look like they're in their street clothes on there. But still, just a good start for Warren Hills at this weight.
100%, and then a good ending for them too, with Augie Zamoretta waiting at 106 and the freshman Aiden Webb at 113, respectively.
So they're very good up down in the Willow, and they're okay up top. But I think that'll be the key point for Warren Hills here.
100%. Piccioni leading this one 2-0 as he's trying to look for a tilt.
Now, just so everybody knows, we said it was Coach Gardner's last match coaching the boys. He's going to stay in the program. He's actually be taking over the girls team next year, so he's not going too far. And when you look at who's taking over, it's going to be Billy Smith, who he coached state championships, in the early 2010, 2011 area. So for him to come back, take over the program, I mean, it's almost like repeating itself because Gardner did the same thing where he won his championships, came back and wound up taking over and still stuck around the program. So it's a very nice bookend to his coaching career like that.
Definitely, and I know I talked to Coach Gardner not that long ago, and he said that Billy Smith is definitely a great guy to definitely take over the program, someone that he can trust to take over this traditional program filled with historic
memories. What?
Memories.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were talking about there. From historic moments, memories,
well,
whatever.
Anything, moments, memories, all that sort of stuff.
But that's also somebody, as we see Piccioni riding tough on top here to take a 2-0 lead here at the end of one. That's something you want to. You have somebody who has your style and you've taught, and they're not going to change too much. I don't want to say it's the Willy Wonka way, but it's almost like that where you want to bring in somebody who's going to keep the tradition going and not try to change too many things. And I don't think Coach Smith is going to change too much. I mean, he's been running the practices a little bit now, and so he kind of has it going. As Citro takes defense, Piccioni's going to let him get up and cut it to 2-1.
So that'll make the score 2-1. Piccioni leads this one. Getting into the action. The lone takedown here belongs to Piccioni. Looks like they're going to stop for a second there.
Maybe got poked in the eye? Looks like it's something with his eye. Maybe just, I don't know if he wears contacts, so I'm not 100% sure, but deep in there on an ankle. Good job by Piccioni sneaking out.
We'll see if Piccioni can try to get something out of it as he takes another shot there. We'll see if he finishes it with a double leg there, and he gets that takedown and lets him up. Makes it 4-2.
I think this might be more of a takedown, let-up type situation.
I think so, because in that early second period, he cut him, and then getting a takedown, not letting him up. That's exactly what it's going to be. Make it now 6-3.
Citro in on a shot of his own. Piccioni rolls through, gets him back from behind. Now got to take an 8-3 lead. Going to cut him real quick. Great job by Citro there with a nice trip. And he's going to get the 2 right on the edge.
That's impressive right there. Just never stopped wrestling.
Great job there by him.
Makes the score now 8-5. Piccioni leads this one. Minute 6 left to go in the second period.
Yeah, he never stopped wrestling. He kept rolling through and doing what he needed to do. So, I mean, that was a great job there by Citro, and Piccioni escapes. 9-5, Piccioni leads.
This looks like this is going to be a high-scoring match here.
Well, I think they want to set the tone, and I think Piccioni just was a little sloppy when he cut him the last time, left his leg back there. So it kind of made it harder than it had to be because I think he was thinking he was going to take down, pick up. But he was kind of a little sloppy on that one shot and left his leg back there, and it gave Citro a chance to kind of cut into this lead a little bit.
Yeah, that's definitely true. This goes to show you got to wrestle every single second. Should get stopped here for stalemate any second, but I think the referee is just going to let them continue to wrestle.
I know it looks like Piccioni's coming around to improve his position. He wants to give him a shot, clears the leg. And he's going to get the 2.
He gets the takedown.
See, Nostradam, or as I like to say, Nostradonald, didn't predict it, so it didn't happen.
You mean Notre Donald?
No, Nostradonald.
Nostradonald meaning?
No, Nostradame would be me ringing a bell.
Ding, ding, ding.
11-5 Piccioni after 2.
It's going to be Piccioni's choice. He's going to take defense.
We'd like to thank our main live stream sponsor, Superior Shower Doors, Keyhoe and Company, and the High Point Wrestling Club for providing financial support to help us bring you coverage of this matchup tonight. Donald J. Brower here with James Clarke. We are at High Point High School in Sussex, New Jersey. The High Point Wildcats versus the Warren Hills Blue Streaks is the opening match, 120. Charlie Biccioni leads 11-5 early in the third.
He turns it back down to the mat.
It's a great job by Citro here riding out.
And they'll go out of bounds. And they're going to get a reset here at the center of the mat. And we'll get a restart here. See if we can try to break down the base. Try to do a mat return. Nice job by Citro.
He's still staying in this. I mean, he was getting taken down pretty easily in the first and even early second, so sometimes that can mentally break you. I think that takedown he got actually kind of got his head back into it, and he's still down, but I mean, he's still working here. Gets a warning, stall warning there.
Minute 9 left to go in the third period. They're going to get a reset at the center of the mat. That's just something about High Point Wrestling is you never know what you're going to get out of them. They don't give up bonus points easily. They make you work for it.
And I know everybody on this squad tonight, obviously, you know, they're not losing Coach Gardner, but he's not going to be in charge anymore. They'd love to send him out on a win.
Oh, 100%, especially if you're in your home gym, too.
Senior night, I mean, it's all stacking up here. And, you know, they got a real shot against this Warren Hills team. This Warren Hills team, like I said, been a down year for a little bit. There's been some matchups I was kind of like, oh, I can't believe you lost that. So it's a good shot for you know, them in their last home match. Their season's not over, mind you. Like we said, they're going to go on to the section North 1 Group 2 tournament in Westwood. And then Warren Hills is going to host North 2 Group 3. So the season isn't over, but this is the final regular season home match. And I'm sure they'd love to give Gardner one on the way out.
Oh, absolutely. And I think they have that opportunity to be able to do so. And this would be a win here for High Point despite losing it right now 12-5. It could be a win for them here.
This is very quality because Biccioni is a quality kid. And I know he finished very high in the counties. So this would be a quality win by loss, if that makes sense to anybody, because they didn't give up the bonus points unless something drastic happens here in the next few seconds.
We'll see what happens here as he kind of locks through. And he's going to give up the takedown here. That'll make it 14-5, and that'll be the final score there for Charlie Biccioni.
Makes it a major decision. Tough. Those last second ones are always the problem.
Oh, absolutely. Follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Also be sure to hit that like button down below on this YouTube stream, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. Do you like what you see today? Are you looking for a way to advertise your business to customers? We have limited sponsorship opportunities left for the 2023-24 season. You can sponsor one of our live streams or our local team page. Just click on a blank ad logo and fill out the sponsor form. Let GardenStateHSWrestling.com make you the star of the show. We are here at High Point High School. Gets that takedown there. We are here at High Point High School, covering the Warren Hills Blue Streaks and the High Point Wildcats with your commentators on the call, Donald J. Brower and James Clarke. We're here at 126. Gonna get stopped there for potentially dangerous. We're gonna reset here at the center of the mat.
Reinhardt is actually, full disclosure, I actually went to Warren Hills. So I was I played sports with his dad, Dave Reinhardt, and all the Reinhardts. You couldn't help but run into a Reinhardt or a Hammer at Warren Hills. It's that family, like the Gardners and the Gassiones here at High Point. Same thing, and you know, I'm glad to see, as I can see Dave in the front row over there cheering his son on.
A lot of Warren Hills parents, you know, that you went to high school with and everything, wrestle for this team.
It's a good run of people right now. I mean, especially in some of the coaches and, you know, people I see. So Reinhardt here, though, trying to roll him over, get the tilt. I think he's going to get the pin real quick. He's got him in good position. I think he's going to stick it here.
Should be near the pin right there.
And he's flat. Your winner, Davey Reinhardt.
That'll make it 10-0. Warren Hills leads this one. Need someone to live stream your team's state tournament matches?
We have limited availability open for the quarterfinals and semis on Monday, sectional finals on Wednesday, and even group semis on the 9th. Email admin@GSHSW.com to reserve your spot today.
And we'll get started here at 132 pounds. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage of tonight's match. Donald J. Brower and James Clarke on the call here at High Point High School. We are here at 132 pounds. Warren Hills leads this one over the Wildcats 10-0. Getting in on that takedown there is Clayton, one of those solid wrestlers for High Point.
Very solid wrestler for High Point. And was also a member of the All-Star match last year.
I wonder whose team it was. I can't
don't
remember.
know. I don't remember, but he got a nice tilt here. Not a position to pin him, but get some points here. Should run it to 5-0 here. Going to let him up. Should be 5-1.
And Clayton definitely ready to work there as he took him down, got the back points, get the escape, and he'll definitely try to get another takedown here.
Nice ankle pick. I mean, textbook.
That's the nicest one we've seen all year.
Really solid ankle pick. You don't see too many people doing ankle picks anymore. Only people I see doing it is Mr. Burlow on from Pequannock, who's always, that's his favorite thing. No matter who he meets, his kids wrestle through Pequannock, and he's one of the boosters of the Rutgers Scarlet Knights Wrestling Club. Always does the ankle pick picture. So another nice takedown here by Clayton.
Leads it 9-2.
Early on. He's trying for a tilt here. He's got the arm through.
And a ball and chain.
Nice roll.
Ball and chain there for him. Get some back points out of it, but not in a pinning position, but he'll definitely get some points out of that one. And we'll put it in major decision territory early.
I think he's going for tech fall decision in the first period. As quick as he's trying to roll him on that ball and chain.
Very likely so. We got under 10 seconds left to go in the first period. Clayton leads it by 10, 12-2.
Short time.
And after one, we have a 12-2 lead here for Clayton. It's going to be his choice. He's going to go neutral.
I mean, his way he's been taking him down, I'm not shocked.
I'm not either.
You know what I mean? I mean, he's been racking up points left and right.
Clayton getting in there. Nice job by him getting that single leg there.
He's doing so well. You know what it almost looks like to me from up here? It almost looks like a takedown drill you do in practice. Like he's just so quick to get to it. It's almost like he's practicing his shots, and he's doing really well with it.
100%. Now he'll definitely do that High Point favorite there. Cradles, near side cradles, far side cradles. They just love doing cradles.
Not sure if he was in on a good position there.
He'll get some.
He's going to get his points. I don't know if he's. Oh, he might be swinging around to get the pin here. Not sure if he can get the shoulder out. Going to readjust.
But he's going to lose grip of that, but that will make it 3 back points, and that should end in tech fall, and it does. So we have a 10-5 lead for Warren Hills right now after that tech fall from Nick Clayton of High Point. Follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Be sure to hit that little like button and hit the subscribe button on our YouTube page for all of your wrestling needs. We like to take the time to thank our main live stream sponsors for tonight, Superior Shower Doors, Keyhoe and Company, and the High Point Wrestling Club for providing financial support to help us bring you this coverage of tonight's matchup. As well as our other live stream sponsors includes John's Barbershop, Validus Wrestling Club, Sussex Sit and Chat, Muheisen's Hot Bagel and Deli, Williams Irish Tavern, Gagliardi and Melski's Attorney at Law, Puelo's Auto Clinic, and Mama Maria's Pizza. We are here at 138 pounds. We're here at High Point High School covering the High Point Wildcats and the Warren Hills Blue Streaks with your commentators on the call, Donald J. Brower and James Clarke. We have Ty Woods here from Warren Hills, High Point, and we have Guderia from Warren Hills.
No, it's Gadara.
Gudera.
Will Gadara from Warren Hills. You had 2 shots at it and you butchered them both.
I went to school with someone that has a similar last name to that.
See, now we're starting to see, I think this is where, when you look at it, you have a Tyler Redfield who would have been out here. He most likely would have been favored, but it gives High Point a chance to get back into this. So, and then you're going to also have a Josh Lee up who's out. So, I know they're rested and wanting to get some stuff ready for upcoming stuff, but you wonder if that'll affect here at the end.
Definitely. And Ty Woods, a very solid wrestler for the High Point Wildcats.
100%. Take nothing away from him. Nice double there.
Makes it 4-1 now. Woods leads this one. And looks like he's just going to cut him, try to play the takedown game here. It's 4-2 now. Woods leads this one. And a nice slick move there from Ty Woods. Extends the lead 6-2. 25 seconds left to go in the first. See if Woods can try to get some back points here before the end of the first period. Now he tries to break his base down. And they'll go out of bounds. We'll get a reset at the center of the mat. We have 10 seconds left to go in the first. He stands now looking for that cradle. There is Woods. And at the end of one period, we have a 6-2 lead here for Ty Woods of High Point. His choice, he's going to defer. Looks like they're going to go neutral, which is something that we saw in the last matchup with Nick Clayton.
I think they're just drilled so much with their shots and all the stuff. I think they're unconventional when they do that, but I think it works out very much for them.
And I think they have that opportunity. They know that Warren Hills is missing a couple of their kids from tonight, so they definitely want to be able to take advantage of where they can get bonus points.
100%. That's obviously what you want to look for here. You want to get those bonus points when you can. You want to obviously avoid giving up the pins and keeping it close so that it'll add up in the long run.
Now Woods gets in on that shot. Should turn it into a double leg, and it does. Makes it now 8-2. Let's see what Woods can try to run here. Now he throws in a claw. We'll see what he can do with that. And he stands, doesn't give up the escape just yet, but holding on to that ankle is Woods. Nice job by him. Gets back on top. Still on top here. It's 8-2. 50 seconds left to go in the second period.
I've been very impressed. Not to downplay anything that's been happening so far, but I've been very impressed by High Point's taking it on the chin early and rebounding. I know they're a well-coached team, but they're out there and they're doing what they need to do. They're not letting the quick run go crazy, and so it's great job and great coaching by both teams. But I'm been very impressed with High Point. They could have easily let it get away early, but they haven't.
Yeah, definitely, and they're picking up and taking advantage of where they can definitely get some big bonus points.
And speaking of which, we're right on the cusp here, possibly a major decision as we head into the third, 7-point lead.
We're going to get to the end of the second period. Woods leads it.
If he only tried that a few seconds earlier, I think he would have been in great shape going into the third.
Would have gotten at least 2 back points out of it, but a 10-3 lead here for Woods of High Point.
Looks like we got a little blood on the hand there. While we're doing that, need someone to live stream your team state tournament matches? You like what you see here? We have limited availability for the quarterfinals and semis on the 5th, on the section finals on the 7th, and group semis on the 9th. The 7th and 9th will be pending NJSIA approval as long as no other media company like NJ.com or one of the other ones will take it. If you're interested in having us to come out, please email us at admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com to reserve your spot. And if you want to be a sponsor, how do you become a sponsor? I know it's late in the season, but we still got some limited opportunities left. We have a couple districts we're going to be doing, a region. So if you want to be, click on your logo here button on any of the pages. Fill out the form. I get back to you within 24 hours. Had 2 people message me after the Menda match. Same thing. Or send me an email at admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Let us make you the star of the show. Don't listen to a goof. We deliver the proof. Why work with the rest when you can deal with the best? GardenStateHSWrestling.com is the premier high school wrestling provider in all of New Jersey.
Wood's going to give up the escape here, make it now 10-4. Definitely working for those bonus points, 100%. As he tries to juke him out just a little bit. Just continue on with some hand fighting. And nice slick move there for Woods. Gets a takedown and going to get some back points out of it. Should get at least 2 back points.
I think he was trying to get the pin there. I mean, he was in, if he could have slid just up and got the pressure.
Could have got him right there. Makes it 14-4 now for Woods.
What's going to be interesting, too, especially with High Point is, you're going to let him out. You're going to try to get your major points. But you have to realize once you get to a certain point, if you're going for a roll, you got to try to finish it. Because if you don't want to have it be where it's a major decision, a tech fall or something like that. If you want to get that pin, you got to know
100%.
Where to go.
100%. I absolutely agree with that. In a neutral position are both wrestlers. Trying to block that off and try to spin from behind there, but nothing doing there for him. They're going to go out of bounds. We're going to reset at the center of the map. We have 57 seconds left to go in the third period. 14-5 lead here for Ty Woods.
Tyler's a little winded, but I think he's going to give another gas pass. As I say that, he goes right in on a double.
Definitely, and he made that one look very easy.
He looked like he was trying to catch his breath, and all of a sudden, boom, he's right in there.
So that'll make it 16-5. He leads this one. 33 seconds left to go in the third period. Just has to be careful because he is riding parallel there. May not really make much of a difference, but never know. Got about 16 seconds left to go in the third.
I'm surprised he's not a little more aggressive here, but you're still going to get the points.
He'll try to finish that one off with at least one more takedown. He'll get that. Makes it now 18-6, and that will conclude this one as Ty Woods wins this one 18-7. 18-7 here. They'll now make it 10-9. Warren Hills leads over High Point. Follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Please be sure to also hit that like button down below on the stream, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs, your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. We are here at 144 pounds, covering to you the High Point Wildcats and the Warren Hills Blue Streaks. Donald J. Brower and James Clarke on the call. Warren Hills leads this one 10-9. And after that, Ty Woods win there. Major decision win. We have some hand fighting going on there, leaning on the head. Getting on that shot there. Spinning around, blocking it off, getting a takedown of his own. Nice job by him, makes it 2-0. Minute 20 left to go in the first period.
Now this is obviously said we're in the area where we would have a Redfield to Lee. This is where High Point wants to take advantage and get those big matchup points, and that's what I think they're trying to do. They're being aggressive.
Definitely. We'd like to take the time to thank our main live stream sponsors for tonight, Superior Shower Doors, Keyhoe and Company, and the High Point Wrestling Club for providing financial support to help us bring you coverage of this matchup tonight.
He's got to watch on that arm. He's trying to run it. Could be potentially dangerous if he goes a little too high on it, but he's got him in good position if he can keep running it.
See if he can get some back points coming out of it.
Floats over. That's a good maneuver. Had him broke it down. He had him in good position, but he let Hage get his knees under him. See if he can break him down. Now he's got him in better position. He runs it hard up to the head. Goes right to the head. He'll be fine as long as he doesn't go too high. Keep running it, and he should be good. Sits down. Should be getting back points here any second.
I think he will be. He's definitely counting down now. The back points are coming.
Now we got to see about the pin. I'm not sure he's in great position for a pin, but he might get it if he can lay it out here. He's only got short time left.
See if he could try to finish it there, but nothing doing there for him.
Great job by Hage, fighting off his back. He easily could have been stuck there. That could have been a turner.
Now it makes it a 5-0 lead here. It's going to be his choice. He's going to go bottom to start the second period. We'll get that set here. Match underway yet again.
Nice reversal there. I mean, great job by Tadona. That's the one thing you notice about these high point teams. It's always happened. Great with reversals, great with their shots. They always do clean shots. They're always good with reversals. I mean, that just builds up the points.
They've definitely been absolutely tearing it up so far on the mat, on bottom, top, and neutral. They've definitely been dominating so far.
That's why bringing, having Coach Smith take over next year, somebody who not only has been with the program for years, wrestled in his program. He knows the style and what they do. There's no changing. It's going to be a different look in the room as far as voice-wise, but not person-wise. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to change the overall message. It's going to have a different person saying it, but it's not going to be anything when you look at it.
The Wildcats will always be the Wildcats.
Well, I didn't think they were going to change their name.
No, but the port of the wrestling team now. But either way, 7-0 lead here for Dodona.
Going to get hit with stalling there is Hage.
Now he throws in a half and see if he can try to run it, but the official kind of looking in there to make sure everything's all clean from underneath there. And looking for that Granby was Hage.
Sedona's trying him. I'm surprised we can get a restart here. I mean, hasn't really. Well, now he breaks him down. See if he can get somebody. Hage, I don't know if Hage was trying to signal for injury there. He looked like he had something going on. But Tadona, he's got the same thing hooked as the end of the first. He can just run it. He's got to step over, step to the head, and then bring that knee over. He's going to get the back points, but he wants to flatten out. He wants to flatten out where he's at. He should have flattened out right to where he was.
And that's going to be the end of the second period, and he leads this one 10-0. Tadona over Hage.
I'll tell you what, he threw him at that last second at the buzzer. It looked like he could have had him stuck there too.
It was very, very close. Hage is going to go neutral to start the third period. And he tried to get it on the shot, but Tadona took advantage, spun around, got the two, makes it 11-0.
Now Tadona has him flattened out here.
See if he could try to do something. I know he definitely has worked on the armbar twice that we've seen, but hasn't been able to flatten him out, so he might have to change up his game plan if he wants to get the pin. Could throw in a cradle there, which is a high point favorite.
Another stalling on Hage. Going to make it 12-0, I think. 12-0. So now if you're going to go with this, if you're Tadona, you have to make sure that you have him in position to get the pin, because a tilt is not going to help you. You need to get the pin. That's why you don't want to put it in bad position. So you're going to get the three. You're going to get the tech fall. I almost wonder if he should have just gotten in better position. But listen, a win's a win. Tech fall. Congratulations to Tadona there.
Definitely. And now we'll put High Point in the lead. Follow us on social media, Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Please be sure to also hit that like button down below on our YouTube stream and hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs, your teams, your counties, your site. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. Donald J. Brower and James Clarke on the call. We're going to be starting up here at 150 pounds. And Warren Hills sends out here first. High Point to show up any second. 14-10 lead here for High Point after that tech fall there from Kedona from High Point. As he checks in. And the match is underway.
Dominic Diaconti, the High Point Wildcats.
Gets in on that shot there. Has a single leg there, but scrolling out of that. Good defensive wrestling by him. But just needs to make sure that he gets the head out there to the side. But stuffing on that head to make sure that he doesn't give up a takedown of his own. Nice job by him.
Nice job by Hulbig there. Running it up. He might get some extra points here. He was in a good position. If he could hold him back here.
Oh, he should have. What he should have done is he should have just thrown in that claw right there or that crossface, and he could have gotten him right to his back.
100%. He was in bad position there. Easily could have taken advantage of that. You wonder if that's going to hurt in the long run. You want to try to get as many points as you can, and you're assuming High Point wants to, get a pin here if they can.
I'll make it 2-0 here for Hulbig from High Point.
One thing you want if you're High Point, obviously, is you want to rack up the points now because, as you said earlier, Zamoretta and Webb are sitting there at 106, 113. So, you got to assume you're at least giving up a bonus to them at some point there.
To at least one of those wrestlers. Now trying to run something there. Now he's going to throw in that High Point famous cradle and try to lock that one up. Working to the side there.
I think he's got it just in position. He's got to just roll through, but he's worried about getting on his back.
But he loses grip of that one. Nice job by Diaconti for getting out of that one, but holding on to that leg, not giving up that escape point is Hulbig. And holding on for dear life, and that's going to be the end of one period. He leads this one 2-0. It's going to be their choice. They're going to defer.
Hulbig's going to take top, it looks like.
Bottom.
No, he said bottom. I heard him yelling top. I don't know. It was weird. I thought I heard the coaches yelling top. Unless I'm hearing things.
Makes it 2-0. Start of the second period.
I'm going to give a caution there on Diaconti.
Just wants to make sure that that elbow and the belly button is properly placed. We'll get the set there. And that's going to be locked hands.
Locked hands on Diaconti.
And then that will make it 3-0 for Hulbig. So 3-0 there for Hulbig.
Now he's going to let him up, make it 4-0. So that was a very costly mistake there.
They just want to see if he'll be able to take him down. Makes it 4-0 now for Hulbig. Getting in on that shot there is Hulbig.
Nice single. He wants to pull it in there.
Just has to make sure that even if he tries to put his head out to the side, it could get a lot more pressure on him, and then he would be able to get a takedown.
Stepping through, working the pipe there on that leg, and then running it up.
And that will be the takedown there, 6-0 for Hulbig over Diaconti.
He's got the arm pin there. It looked like he was trying to run it through, but backs off and is trying to work a bar.
Now he has control of those wrists and trying to throw in a crossface. Now looking for a Turk there is Hulbig, as he has that leg, that one leg there locked up and trying to throw that in that crossface to look for a Turk, but he might have other ideas, as that one leg right there is opening up a little bit for him, so he could be locking up for a cradle. Nothing doing there for him. He's still riding tough here is Hulbig. He has control of those wrists.
It's going to be interesting what Hulbig decides to do in the third. You take down and you try to get out. Diaconti, but it may not make it there because I think that cradle's locked up. He's going to get some back points here. I don't know if he'll get the pin. He's going to get it. I think he's going to get it. He peels the hand. Gets the pin as he's fighting it off. That's a wow.
That definitely is huge. That's what High Point definitely needed. Now they lead by 10. It's 20-10. Follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Please be sure to also hit that like button down below on our YouTube stream and hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel for all of your wrestling needs. Do you like what you see today? Are you looking for a way to advertise your business to customers? We have limited sponsorship opportunities left for the 2023-24 season. You can sponsor one of our live streams or a local team page. Just click on a blank ad logo and fill out the sponsor form. Let GardenStateHSWrestling.com make you the star of the show.
It's going to be Jaden RuPaul.
We are here at High Point High School covering the High Point Wildcats and the Warren Hills Blue Streaks with your commentators on the call, Donald J. Brower and James Clarke. We are here at 157 pounds now. Another really solid matchup right here that High Point definitely wants as they lead this one by 10, 20-10. RuPaul from High Point and O'Neill from Warren Hills. Definitely a win there that High Point definitely is looking for here.
I think Warren Hills needs to get something going because, you know, the longer you wait, you know, it's kind of even the rest of the way. If, you know, what I'm looking at is correct for who's going out, it's evened up. And I assume they think they're going to get 2 pins at 106 and 113. And, you know, what happens when you assume? All I know is, you know, you can't wait on that, you know, because how many times have we seen guys going in thinking you needed a pin and just you get that tech fall, but you don't get enough points. I mean, they're going to have to make a move somewhat. Definitely.
And they'll definitely need it as they approach to the middle weights here for when they go up against High Point.
Yeah, so I mean, it's even that's what it is. It's always these matchups where, you know, it's both men are jockey position. It's never realistically, if you look at wrestling, the studs who are the main handles. It's always that kid who is a toss-up match or this and that. Those are the ones that win you these dual meets.
Oh, 100%. And when you watch wrestling, you know yes, it is individual for sure, and it's always good to feel good to win or lose. It's never good to lose, but, you know, it's also a team effort too. 23 seconds left to go in the first. We'd like to take the time to thank our main live stream sponsors for tonight, Superior Shower Doors, Keyhoe and Company, and the High Point Wrestling Club for providing financial support to help us bring you coverage of this matchup tonight.
I'm Donald J. Brower here with James Clarke. We're at the 157 bout between the High Point Wildcats and the Warren Hills Blue Streaks. Going to go to the 157 bout, end of 1-0-0. RuPaul's going to take defense.
And that's definitely something that you want to do if you have choice first. Always take that bottom position, score first if you can. See if you can try to get out from underneath of O'Neill, but O'Neill doing a good job there with riding. Now he has control of that ankle. They're going to go out of bounds.
O'Neill's a solid wrestler. Take nothing away from him. You know, he's in control here when he's on top, and he's one of their better wrestlers. So I think they're waiting here, hopefully thinking they can get something good out of him at this match.
I think they could. I mean, this is definitely a toss-up matchup that Warren Hills definitely wants, but High Point definitely wants this one too to kind of solidify.
Yeah, I don't think anybody goes into a match thinking I don't want to win this. You know?
Well, so no, I don't think anybody ever would, but
I don't know. I've seen some coaches, some questionable decisions.
See if he could try to do something from underneath that. Nice job by O'Neill trying to definitely ride around that. Now he is in that kind of position as he's swimming through with that leg. See if he could try to turn him, but nothing doing there for him.
It was a great job by RuPaul to clear that leg. He had it twisted up, and he was trying to go for a tilt, and he cleared the leg and got it back to normal position. Now he's going to try to get up. Gets up and gets out.
Makes it 1-0 right there as he leads this one. Some head taps there for RuPaul. Some head snaps there from both wrestlers. Now we'll see what they can do. Opening up on that leg there. Paul could try to get in on that shot there, try to get that takedown as we're approaching 30 seconds left. And as I say that,
yeah, he gets the takedown there. Are you still in my gimmick of predicting the future? Because it seems like you're predicting some stuff here.
Well, I mean, hey, listen, it's just my night tonight, I guess.
My gimmick. It's my gimmick. How dare you? 15 seconds left.
Well, I got to start somewhere. Leads it 3-0. We'd like to take the time to thank our other live stream sponsors for tonight: John's Barbershop, Validus Wrestling Club, Sussex Sit and Chat, Muheisen's Hot Bagel and Deli, Williams Irish Tavern, Gagliardi and Melsky Attorneys at Law, Puelo's Auto Clinic, and Mama Maria's Pizza for providing financial support this season to allow GardenStateHSWrestling.com's broadcast of tonight's match between the High Point Wildcats and the Warren Hills Blue Streaks. With your commentators on the call, Donald J. Brower and James Clarke.
Thank you for joining us on this Friday night in a big matchup between two quality historic programs.
What better way to start off and kick off your weekend than to watch some good wrestling here at High Point?
100%, and we got a lot going next week. Don't forget, we're going to have 3 people out at the sectional semis and quarters. If you guys want us to come out and cover yours, get us an email, admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We have limited space still available. We're going to be doing as far as I know, a sectional final. We're just waiting to see who advances, and we have some ideas in the background. A group semi, depending on who advances there. And then I'm going to be down doing some stuff at Rutgers for the group finals. We're going to be talking to some winners down there. We're going to have some guys doing some different stuff for social media. Then we have districts, regions, states. Oh, man, it's still going to this is the top time to be involved, and this is the best time. If you're a wrestling fan, this is where you want to be at. This is the exact peak of the season where everything's going, and it's all big matches.
I always love watching the postseason. It's always been a favorite of mine.
It's always good, too, because you get those proverbial favorites, but then there's always an underdog. It's such a great time. Oh, RuPaul looked like he had him in a good position. Was going to try to throw him to his back, but O'Neal escapes.
Makes it 3-1 now. RuPaul leads this one. O'Neal definitely need to try to get something going here as we have under a minute left here in the third period. They're going to go out of bounds and a stall warning there on O'Neal for backing out of bounds. Head taps there for RuPaul. O'Neal needs to get into a shot here, needing to be the aggressor as he trails at 3-1. See if he can try to do something with that. Nothing doing there for either wrestler.
Great job by RuPaul. That was smart by RuPaul, because if you didn't know, he circled back in and then went towards O'Neal, so O'Neal would be the one backing up, trying to trigger another stall, if that's what he was looking for. But that was some good psychological wrestling there. He pushed the action.
He understood exactly mat awareness, and he knew what's at stake right now and the timing. And O'Neal needing to get that shot there. He's losing time. We have 15 seconds left to go in the third. And they're going to get out of bounds there. 9 seconds to go in the third period. RuPaul leads this one 3-1.
And I give full credit to the referee, because he easily could have hit anybody for stalling and got involved in this match. He's letting them wrestle.
And that's just the most important thing there, is just always let the wrestlers kind of finish it out on the mat. And that's going to be the end of that one. RuPaul wins that one 3-1, extends the lead for High Point, 23-10. Follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Also, be sure to hit that like button down below on this YouTube stream, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. So we have Santiago here for Warren Hills. He gets in on that shot there. Nice shot by him.
But beautiful throw. He did get. That has the crowd fired up over here at High Point. Looked like he was going to get the throw, get the points.
And what was funny is he had that shot in right away, but instead he got that takedown instead. But we're going to get stoppage there for locked hands, makes it 2-1. What an exciting way to start out 165.
All action. I thought we only saved this for the big guys.
I thought so too, but hey, you know, the middleweights they're almost there.
A couple more meals, they'll be there. Oh, it depends on how big of the meal you want, but
2-1 lead here. As he has that arm trap there, see if he can try to run something with it. But Santiago stands and try to break the base there and brings it back down and could get something going there, but he's going to get the reversal.
I almost wonder if if Giovanni from High Point, he should just let him go as quick as he took him down. I think he should have let him go and tried taking him down again. Because if you got him and you got a chance to go for it and get a throw, I mean, I would have went for that.
I think anybody really would have too, but he must feel very confident here wrestling on the mat instead of getting onto the feet. Because remember, Santiago went in on that shot there, but quickly got into that throw move there.
Holding the ankle there, trying to keep him down.
Nice job there. Now he has that ankle hooked up there. All he has to do is just try to see what he can do, run it. Now try to break down that base. Now he'll throw in, looked like he was going to try to throw in that power half, but he has other ideas.
That'll be interesting to see who takes where when it comes to the second period, because obviously it seemed like both of them had an issue getting out. Oh, almost a little scramble there at the end. I thought it could have been either way.
Oh, that was super, super close right there.
Now, you know what I would do, honestly, if I'm High Point, let him up. Exactly.
Yep, that's exactly what he's going to do. Because
why wait? Why have the time? Just let him up. If you think you can take him down like he did and try to get the points, do it.
I think that's the smartest move that I think any coach or any wrestler can make at this point right now. Cuts him, makes it now 4-2.
I don't understand delaying it. You don't think you're going to hold him down for 2 minutes? Just let him up.
I mean, it's just hard to ride somebody from top. It really is. Or at least try to turn him too.
Yeah, it's tough. If you think you can get him down for takedowns and do that, that's fine. I mean, maybe you get a takedown, and you run it, you go right up, you get some points that way. You got to throw him to his back, however you work it. But
makes it now 4-2. As both wrestlers kind of stare each other down. It's almost like a chess match a little bit.
The human game of chess. I don't know where I heard that. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Larry Zbyszko, old pro wrestler. You don't know who that is.
No. Sorry.
I'll get you learning.
Never really got into the pros.
I know. I can tell.
But I'm into other stuff, like this for example. See if he could try to get something there, but nice job sprawling out of that one. They're going to go neutral.
See if Durrani's quick off the snap. I thought he would take a shot there because he, with his opponent kind of pushing the other with Siles, I think, or Santiago. I'm just wondering if Gio's going to be a little more aggressive here. You know what I mean? He's down by 2, so he's got to do something. And you see it's getting late in the second. You'd want to go into the third period tied. I would, or at least be close.
And I wonder if he's going to go bottom or if he's going to go neutral here. But I feel like in either way, he could go bottom, try to get that escape, get the takedown and win the match, or try to get that takedown again because he's been, he took him down early in that match, and that takedown could be right there for him. 5 seconds to go in the second. And after 2 periods, we have a 4-2 lead here for Santiago.
It's interesting that Durrani's going to take, Gio's going to take down. I don't know if that's a great idea, just because it seems like in the first he was getting held down pretty much there. So unless you just want to cut the lead and go from there and then possibly win it here, I don't know if I would have put him down here.
Unless he sees something that we commentators don't see, but you never
I'm saying
know.
he was held down for the beginning of the first, and Watch that. He's going to get out. I'm going to look like a complete idiot.
And we'll see what he can try to do, but his head is on the mat there. He needs to try to work up to that base there. Try to break apart that near side cradle. They're going to go out of bounds. They'll get a restart at the center of the mat here. Minute 35 to go left in the third period. Get a reset here. Santiago tried to break down the base of Kehoe. Gonna cut him there.
It gets out. I mean, maybe that's one give the stolen point, but you never can tell. But that works. Now it's 1 point. Pretty much next takedown wins it, unless something drastic happens. That's how I look at it.
Especially when you look at these middleweights, anything could really happen. This is like headlock central here.
100%.
In these middleweights, and then you go up to heavyweights, obviously. They love throwing those headlocks in. Grabbing onto that head there is Kehoe. Has control of that wrist. Want to try to control his opponent. And see if he could try to trick him up and try to get a takedown.
He's got to be a little aggressive here. And you know what it's coming down to? That locked hands point.
And
in on it. Can he drop him down? He's going to get the two.
Just got to be careful right there. He's definitely got to make sure he doesn't get caught there for locked hands like he did early in the first period. We're under 30 seconds to go. We're going to get the escape. We're all tied up at 5. And sprawling out of that one is Kehoe. And they're going to go out of bounds there. 12 seconds to go in the third period. They're going to get right back to the center of the mat. The fans are definitely at the edge of their seats for this one.
I think this might be going to overtime, and I think I just took the easy pick there.
And that's going to be the end of the regulation. We're going to overtime.
Now, if you don't know how overtime works and it's your first time, it's going to consist of a 1 minute period here. If there's no score, then we're going to go to tiebreaker, where one will choose 30 seconds and the other one on 30 seconds. We still don't have a winner after that. We go to ultimate tiebreaker, where one is down, one is on top. You hold them down, you win. If you escape, you win.
And it could just very well come down to that case, too. You never know.
This is interesting, too, because this is such a good swing match that I think it gives momentum to whoever goes. And bad shot there by Kehoe, but I mean, he's going to try to push through if he can.
And spinning.
Almost left his back there. And if he had his head up a little bit, he had an easy 2 that would have given High Point a bigger lead here.
Oh, that definitely was a missed opportunity right there.
He was halfway turned, and all he had to do was shoot and grab the wrist.
Let's see if he can finish it, but we're under 15, and Santiago trying to spin around. Not giving it up there. He should be near the takedown. He gets it, and Santiago will win this one in overtime. That's something that Warren Hills definitely needed here. As now they trail by 10 again, 23-13.
6-point swing there.
Follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Also be sure to hit that little like button down below on this YouTube stream, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. We provide the best wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey. There is no question about it. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. Another toss-up matchup right here after that exciting overtime win there for Santiago of Warren Hills. Continuing on here. Early in the first period, we have some hand fighting going on, but neither one has taken a shot yet. We're here at 175 pounds. Get the shot in there is Clarke, but they're going to go out of bounds. This will definitely be another, looks like what will look like to be a toss-up matchup here between these two wrestlers. Clarke of High Point and Friedman of Warren Hills. Got some hand fighting going on. Controlling of that wrist is Kehoe. Continuing on with the wrestling. Now they just stand, stare each other down. Have some hand fighting going on there. Friedman on a half shot attempt. Neither one been close to a takedown yet. And well, as I say that, Friedman gets in on that single leg there, blocking off that whizzer. With the whizzer is Kehoe, and nothing doing there for them. Is the underhook thrown in there for Friedman. Just got to circle right back in. Try to bring it back to the center of the mat. Nice job by both wrestlers to continue the action and trying to bring it back into the center of the mat instead of going out of bounds.
I think things are going to slow down just a little bit.
Continuing on with the action here. At the end of one period, we are tied up at 0. Kehoe is going to go bottom to start right away to start the second period.
You wonder if that last match is going to come back to haunt High Point.
Never know.
Yeah, they obviously want to get a little more bonus points here because these toss-up matches are exactly that, toss-ups.
And that's exactly what we've talked about, since the beginning of the broadcast. They're going to go out of bounds. We'll get a reset at the center of the mat here. And here we go, continuing on. We'd like to take the time to thank our main live stream sponsors for tonight, Superior Shower Doors, Keyhoe and Company, and the High Point Wrestling Club for providing financial support to help us bring you tonight's coverage of this matchup between the Warren Hills Blue Streaks and the High Point Wildcats. Donald J. Brower and James Clarke here at High Point High School, covering to you the Warren Hills Blue Streaks and High Point Wildcats. And a nice reversal there by Kehoe.
Beautiful reversal. He grabbed the ankle, came through, broke the grip, spun right around. Textbook reversal.
No other way like it. As he leads it 2-0, he has that arm trap there, seeing if he could look for a arm bar.
I think if I'm High Point here, what I'm looking for is you don't need huge wins. You just need wins. So what it would be in here, we're sitting here at 175. They get a couple more wins, even when they hit the turn at, the 106. Who cares? So if they're up by more than 12, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Then it's like, okay, Webb comes out, Zamoretta comes out, who cares? We'll forfeit to him or whatever. If you're up and you've already clinched the match by then, who cares? You know what I mean? That's what they want to do. You don't need all the bonus points, but you need to win when you can. That's why I wonder if, as we go through here, he leads 2-0. See how everything goes if that last match winds up being the difference.
That definitely could be the case, for sure. Just looking up at the clock there is Kehoe. He leads it 2-0. Under 30 seconds in the second period. Now he's going to run a power half.
He should jump on the other side just like he did there. He was in grips. If he had pulled him over, if he had jumped over another second earlier, he could have got it good. He could lean back for the tilt.
And maybe he could be getting some back points near it at least, but a little too high there for Kehoe to be able
He's
to
also
do
got to
anything.
Watch to make sure that Freeman doesn't sneak out the back door and get something here. So,
and that'll be the end of 2 periods, and Kehoe leads this one 2-0. It's going to be Friedman's choice, and I think he's going to go, he's going neutral, just like I thought that he was going to go neutral, because he had a hard time getting out from bottom after he got reversed. So definitely takedowns are definitely necessary in this third period here. That would tie things up. They're going to go out of bounds, and they'll go right back to the center of the mat. Official blows the whistle. I'd like to take the time to thank our following live stream sponsors for tonight: John's Barbershop, Validus Wrestling Club, Sussex Sit and Chat, Muheisen's Hot Bagel and Deli, Williams Irish Tavern, Gagliardi and Melski's Attorney at Law, Puelo's Auto Clinic, and Mama Maria's Pizza for providing financial support this season to allow GardenStateHSWrestling.com's broadcast of tonight's match. Donald J. Brower here and James Clarke covering the High Point Wildcats. versus the Warren Hills Blue Streaks. Here
I'm
at
Donald
High
J. Brower. I don't want you to try no identity theft here, sir.
Point. Oh, why would I ever do something like that?
I got good credit.
Trust me, I wouldn't want to be you.
Oh, I gotta get to 2.
Blocking it off there, but
They award the 2. He's in good position.
he's in the position right there.
Gotta get the 2. He's gonna get the back points.
Ooh, could be near a
Could
pin
be.
right there.
He's close. Got 50 seconds to hold him. Just lay it right there. Sit in it, you're good. He's flat.
He got it.
Big pin there.
My goodness. Extends the lead now for the Wildcats, 29-13. Great job by him for getting that pin in the third period.
That's something that could obviously make a difference come long term.
Absolutely. Follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Also be sure to hit that like button down below on this YouTube stream and hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs, your teams, your counties, your site. Do you like what you see today? Are you looking for a way to advertise your business to customers? We have limited sponsorship opportunities left for the 2023-24 season. You can sponsor one of our live streams or a local team page. Just click on a blank ad logo and fill out the sponsor form. Let GardenStateHSWrestling.com make you the star of the show. Back to the action here. We are here at High Point High School covering the High Point Wildcats and the Warren Hills Blue Streaks going at it with each other.
Need someone to live stream your team's state tournament matches? We have limited availability open for the quarterfinals and semifinals on Monday. Sectional finals on Wednesday and group semis on Friday, pending NJSI approval for those events. Email me at admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com if you would like to be considered.
Looked like we had some early blood going on there as the athletic trainer is.
It looked like it was on his
blood.
hand.
Yeah, I thought so too. And we should be getting into the action momentarily. Should be cleaning up the blood there. Should be finished because I did see the official cut the blood time. And now we'll get to the start of the matchup here at 190 pounds. And the match is underway. Definitely getting to the end of this night here between these two historic teams of the Warren Hills Blue Streaks and the High Point Wildcats. And getting on that takedown. Nice job by Miracle.
Mason Miracle and David Kozar for Warren Hills.
It would be a miracle if he could get a miracle win here.
Don't steal puns. Come on. We're not a punny group, all right? We're a funny group.
So are you considering me funny?
No, I said we're a funny group in general, not punny. We don't do puns here.
But we are funny, though. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athletes Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. We are here at High Point High School covering the High Point Wildcats and the Warren Hills Blue Streaks with your commentators on the call, Donald J. Brower, and I'm James Clarke. We're here at 190 pounds.
So I'm trying to do some basic math here. There's 4 bouts after this. So as he's getting a roll here, he's going to get the pin. He's got the pin. He's got him flat. He's got to move that leg in. I think he's got him flat. He's got to watch his feet. He goes out of bounds. Oh. He had him flat. He moved his legs.
Oh, if he would have just kept that foot in bounds, my goodness.
Unbelievable.
Going to make it 3 back points there for Miracle, but definitely wanted the pin right there, and he had that opportunity. But instead, we have a 5.
He had him flat. He literally just had to go the other way. He literally just had to move his feet the other way. He just went the wrong way.
The importance of mat awareness there, ladies and gentlemen.
I think that's what the referee was noticing, just where his feet were in the position. So tough situation there, but he's got a 5-0 lead here. So as I was saying, they have 13. If they pin out, they would have 24. They would get 37. They could possibly win it, but you know how hard it is to pin out?
very hard so to do so. I think back in 2014, that season where High Point won the Group 2 against Hanover Park, I think they won. It was like 4 straight pins or something crazy like that.
They were down 23 points, and I was at the match, and they pinned 4 in a row. And I remember this. There was a situation where one of the wrestlers from Hanover Park was up, and he was leading, and he would have clinched it, got tossed to his back, gave it up, and then Hanover Park was weak in those next weights because they didn't have a great upper weights as they came around the back end. And I remember looking at somebody, and I go, oop, that's going to be tough. They're not going to be able to recover from that. And sure enough, it was just pin, and it was the miracle on the mat, I think they called it.
I remember that was such a huge thing for High Point at that time. To just prevail with being down 23 points. That's unbelievable.
Totally. I mean, that was shocking. And actually, it spurred Hanover Park to come back and win it in Trenton the next year when we were down there with that debacle. But when it was at Trenton, they won it, and it was unfinished business because they felt they should have won it that year.
But Miracle getting around, getting that takedown, currently in major decision territory over Kosher from Warren Hills.
I mean, I know he's going to be thinking about it. This should have been over. It should be 35-13 right now, but it might still be.
I think he's got him rolled there. He has a half Nelson thrown in there. Counting down the back points is the official.
Nice job grabbing that other arm and just pushing forward, holding him there.
He's got him right there.
He's done.
It's 35-13 now for the High Point Wildcats, leading this one over the Blue Streaks. Follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram, GardenStateHSWrestling. Also, be sure to hit that little like button down below on this YouTube stream, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs, your teams, your counties, your site. Do you like what you see today? Or are you looking for a way to advertise your business to customers? We have limited sponsorship opportunities left for the 2023-24 season. You can sponsor one of our live streams or a local team page. Just click on a blank ad logo and fill out the sponsor form. Like GardenStateHSWrestling.com, make you the star of the show. We're here at High Point High School, covering the High Point Wildcats and the Warren Hills Blue Streaks with your commentators on the call, Donald J. Brower, and I am James Clarke. We are here at 215 pounds now. After that nice pin there from Mason Miracle of High Point to put the Wildcats in the lead 35-13 over the Blue Streaks. Both wrestlers feeling each other out. This is definitely getting up to some of our favorite kind of wrestling to see in the upper weights, the 215 and heavyweight bouts here.
The big brawlers. Now, as I said, this is getting dangerous where Warren Hills has to pin out because any other win is going to give High Point the victory. 35-13, 4 bouts left. You know, you're looking right there. That's 24 points. You know, obviously they could do 2 major decisions, stuff like that. But, you know, if Weiss can hold him here to a regular decision, they clinch it.
100%. Both these wrestlers feeling each other out. Got a lot of hand fighting going on there. Definitely one of those matchups right there that could be a toss-up for sure. The way that it's looking right now, at least. And leading on the head there is Hamas from Warren Hills and Weiss from High Point.
I think this might be one of those overtime battles we talked about. Not a lot of action coming out, but I think it'll be good.
I mean, I feel like you could just always feel like you could tell which match is going to be an overtime match and which one isn't. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Herondon Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. Donald J. Brower and James Clarke on the call here at High Point High School in Sussex, New Jersey, covering to you the High Point Wildcats and the Warren Hills Blue Streaks. Weiss is going to go on the bottom as we're all tied up here at 0. We also like to take the time to thank our main live stream sponsors for tonight, Superior Shower Doors.
Escape there by Weiss makes it 1-0.
Keyhoe and Company and the High Point Wrestling Club for providing financial support to help us bring you this coverage tonight.
Weiss already has a stall warning, if I remember correctly. So he's got to watch here as Hamas is pushing forward. Could easily tie this matchup up real quick with a stall warning.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's something that he definitely doesn't want, because if neither one takes a takedown here, and then Paulie goes from the bottom there, he gets the lead 2-1, and that could be the difference maker.
There it was.
All tied up at 1 now after that second stall call. As they're just feeling each other out. Looking for that Russian arm tie there was Paulie.
Looks like Hamas is having a little, Hamas is having a little problem with his headgear. I always found it weird with those multi-strap headgears.
Never cared for them?
No, I was a main one-strap guy. You know, I didn't go with the multi-straps. I was like, I did my one, one, boom, good to go. I didn't need all the multiple straps. It was like, all right, let me put it on. Let me go out there, do what I need to do, and be done with it. I'll tell you what I wish I did have. I wish I had one of those face guards. That was some intimidating stuff.
You know, it was always funny to see them when they came out with those face guards.
I would have loved it. 1-1 here, though.
Almost made it look like Darth Vader was coming in.
Oh. If you could have painted him, I would have been in that. I would have been in like Flynn. I would have been intimidating.
That would have been always a lot of fun. But
like the hockey masks.
But never would have gotten that opportunity to do so. And we're all tied up here at 1.
I'm sure they would have had a water boy competition or something.
We'd like to take the time to thank our following sponsors for tonight: John's Barbershop, Validus Wrestling Club, Sussex Sit and Chat, Neuheisen's Hot Bagel and Deli, Williams Irish Tavern, Gagliardi and Melski Attorneys at Law, Puelo's Auto Clinic, and Mama Maria's Pizza for providing financial support this season to allow GardenStateHSWrestling.com's broadcast of tonight's match between the High Point Wildcats and the Warren Hills Blue Streaks. Donald J. Brower and I'm James Clarke on the call. See if we could try to check him back there. Now trying to do a Merkle move there is Weiss, but going to give up that escape just like what we were talking about. That could be the difference maker. Neither one has been able to get a takedown as Hamas leads this one 2-1. See if we could try to do something with that. Weiss needs to be the aggressor. It's going to get stopped there. Going to get back to the center of the mat there. I think he wants to talk to the head coaches there, just to clarify some things up.
You looking for someone to live stream your state tournament matches? We have limited availability open for the quarterfinals and semis on Monday, sectional finals on Friday, and group semis. Sectional finals and group semis are dependent on NJSA approval, but please email us at Garden State HS Wrestling, admin at GardenStateHSWrestling.com to reserve your spot today. We're going to get the restart here. I think there was a question about who started where, etc.
That could have been a possibility. 2-1 lead here for Hamas. Leads this one. Getting some hand fighting there is Weiss, but Weiss needs to be the aggressor. He's trailing this one 2-1. Doesn't have to get it just yet, but he definitely needs to consider getting a takedown if he wants to try to put the match away here. Any win for High Point at this point would clinch them the match. Still some hand fighting there. Leaning on the head is Hamas. Trying to see if he could do an elbow pass there is Weiss. Now, in the front headlock position there is Hamas, but not able to finish that one off. See if he could try to do there. He keeps holding on to that elbow, which he could just do that elbow pass and try to get a shot in, but that's not going to happen there.
20 seconds left in this matchup.
And like we've said, if Hamas comes out on top of this one, if anything doesn't happen here in the next 10 seconds, that's going to be that big difference maker there with that stall point they're giving to Hamas and the escape for Hamas. That's the big difference maker there.
Yeah, but at this point, though, 9 seconds left. You're up 2-1, but realistically, what does it mean?
Exactly. Now got a stall warning there. Going to make it still 2-1 there, and that's going to be the final score of this bout here, as that will cut the lead to 35-16.
But and with that bout, if my math is correct, High Point has clinched it.
Follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Also, be sure to hit that little like button down below on this YouTube stream, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. We provide the best wrestling coverage in the state of New Jersey, no question about it.
Had a quick forfeit there at heavyweight by Gavin Miracle.
And they're going to give up the forfeit here at 106.
I think this is going to be Zamoretta, and then we're going to get Webb.
And that will probably forfeit this one too.
No, I think they're going to do that too.
So here comes Webb. He's going to come out at 113. That should be a forfeit right there. And that will be the final score for tonight. High Point wins this one over the Warren Hills Blue Streaks, 41-28.
Wow. I thought it was going to be a little closer than it was, but I'll tell you what, great job by High Point maneuvering through the lineup, getting what they needed to get done, and just a really great job, by both of them right there.
It really shows that High Point really did their homework and definitely were practicing a lot this week, especially in those middleweights, to try to definitely get those bonus point wins. And they definitely did a great job with doing that tonight. Congratulations to them, and congratulations to Coach Gardner as well.
Yeah, I mean, that was obviously a great way to go out, kind of get his stuff in as we zoom you in into the Harrington Company press room. We're up here in the cheap seats, the Eagle's Nest, calling this matchup here. You'll see random people walk by, but James, kind of what we thought would happen, kind of in a way, like how everything went down. Just talk about this match, because like I said, this was a great matchup for this team, this squad, and a great way in the last home match for Coach Gardner.
I think if Warren Hills would have had Tyler Redfield and Josh Lee out tonight, I think that definitely would have made a big difference for sure. I think 100%. I think we all understand that, and I think High Point understands that too. But regardless, though, man, I mean, coming in here, you're pretty much your last regular season match here at High Point, and last time coaching the boys head coach here for wrestling in the regular season. It really means a lot to come out at the end of the day with the W any other day, but this one definitely means something special against a really historic team of Warren Hills. So congratulations, Coach Gardner.
Now, before we go, James, I think we want to thank some people.
Absolutely. We'd like to take the time to thank our main live stream sponsors, Superior Shower Doors, Keyhoe and Company, and the High Point Wrestling Club for providing financial support to help us bring you coverage of this matchup tonight, and also along with our other live stream sponsors, John's Barbershop, Validus Wrestling Club, Sussex Sit and Chat, New Heisen's Hot Bagel and Deli, Williams Irish Tavern, Gagliardi and Melski Attorneys at Law, Puelo's Auto Clinic, and Mama Maria's Pizza for providing financial support this season to allow GardenStateHSWrestling.com's broadcast of tonight's match. Be sure to follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. If you like everything that we have provided here today, please be sure to hit that little like button down below, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Do you like what you see today? Are you looking for a way to advertise your business to customers? We have limited sponsorship opportunities left for the 2023-24 season. You can sponsor one of our live streams or a local team page. Just click on a blank ad logo and fill out the sponsor form. Let GardenStateHSWrestling.com make you the star of the show.
And if you need someone to live stream your team state tournament matches, we have limited availability for the quarters and semis on Monday, sectional finals on Wednesday, and group semis on Friday, pending NJSA approval for the finals and semis. Email me at admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com to reserve your spot today. Now, James, Great job this season. Your service was no longer needed. No, I'm kidding. We've renewed you for the rest, but it's been a great, great regular season. We're just getting started. When I tell you we have postseason stuff covered as far as next week with the sectionals and groups, 3 districts we're going to be doing, a region, it's not over. So for James Clarke, for Samantha Camman, for Jared, the podcasting legend, I'm Donald J. Brower. We'll see you Matt side.